What's up, everybody? How are you doing? It's time for the weekend messages for all signs. I know I haven't done an all signs video all week, and because now we're back to scheduling, okay? We were doing same day readings only there for a little bit, and I got swamped. So didn't have the energy to do it. Now we have returned to the schedule for personal readings. On that note, if you would like that information, look in the description of the video. That's where you will find information on scheduling personal readings, okay? So, anywho, social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff is also in the description of the video. Everything that you need to know that is relevant is answered underneath in the description. Anyway, let's get right into it. Gonna be some short, sweet weekend messages. We got any Aries people in here? There y'all are, showing up, showing up. So far we got 187 of you in here. Gotta be at least one Aries in here. What's up, Aries? What do we got for Aries this weekend? The Hierophant just fell out. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Taurus. Okay, see this, a lot of people in the tarot community use this as the card of commitment, but it's not just commitment, it's faith, okay? I think a lot of people underestimate exactly how powerful faith really is. If you break it down and think about what is faith really, honestly, we actually have very little faith, okay? Faith is the belief in something you have absolutely no evidence of whatsoever. And if you can't have faith, you'll never be able to manifest anything. Okay, faith is the key ingredient to manifestation. Let's get 6 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Queen of Swords. Okay. Oh, who's stalking? Who's doing the stalking? Could be a Gemini you're dealing with. It's on your side though, Aries. You got your eye on somebody? There's definitely some reconciliation energy here, okay? I don't really think the actual act of reconciliation is going to happen though, okay? You have 8 of Cups and the Death, both reversed. Could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. Page of Swords reversed. Somebody's watching. Is it you, Aries? It's on your side, but the person you're dealing with has the Death reversed too. So it could be, y'all could be watching each other. They have the Page of Wands up right here, but the Ace of Wands reversed. Could be another fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo specifically. This person is drained by this and very disappointed in the way this turned out. And I don't think you've moved on from this either, have you? Dale, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate you. I don't think that, I mean, don't get it twisted, okay? Queen of Swords, you're doing very good at emotionally distancing yourself, but there's still something you haven't moved on from. Something, okay? 10 of Cups in the reverse, 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is something I don't think you want to fight for, but I also think you're having a hard time sitting alone with this situation in your mind. Hermit reversed, okay? Blocked communication, okay? Page of Swords reversed. 8 of Wands reversed. I don't see communication opening up. I just think this is something that weighs very heavy on your mind, Aries. Okay? But with this Hermit reversed energy right here, probably nobody knows that about you. You're probably keeping yourself very, very busy and preoccupied to distract yourself from this. I think the person you're dealing with, they do have a lot that they want to say. But I think they're waiting on you. I think y'all are both kind of mirroring each other and that waiting on each other to come forward, and I don't really see it happening. I don't really see that happening, okay? At least not for the weekend. Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, James, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. So, I'm gonna get 3 advice cards though. The advice is gonna be very short. Okay, I really don't wanna stretch these out very long. I want some short, sweet messages for the weekend, okay? I don't want a big, long, complicated, drawn-out reading for each sign. Okay, Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Lover's card, and the High Priestess reversed. You need to learn to distinguish the difference between your ego and your intuition. That is an inside job, okay? And do not assign a judgment to it. One is not good, one is not bad. Ego is not bad, intuition is not good, unless the intention driving it, you know, whatever it is you're doing with it, is good or bad. Intention means everything, okay? It's very important that you understand that this is one of your many near and dear soul mates. Okay, what is the purpose of this connection? What is it teaching you about you, Aries? What did you learn? What are you learning? Not about other people, about you. We learn all kinds of stuff about the outside world. But if you didn't learn nothing about you, you didn't learn nothing. That's your number one goal right now, is to figure out what you're learning about yourself, okay? Taurus, do we have any Taurus people? Taurus, Taurus, do-do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles showed its face. Some of you definitely ain't worrying about money. If you are worried about money, you're doing it to yourself. Actually, we always do it to ourselves anyways. When we worry about money, the universe makes us keep worrying about money. When we stop worrying about money, the universe makes sure we don't have to worry about money. It happens on the inside first. But I think a lot of you, well, that's also kind of like the earthy version of the Ten of Cups too. So take that how it resonates. But let's get 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3. 2 more for Taurus. Michelle, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Okay. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Some facts, some truths that you're ignoring about this, Taurus. Okay, it's got you outside of your comfort zone. There's definitely no growth between you and this person you're dealing with here. They think about you, but I don't really know if it's in a positive light. Okay, because 6 of Cups reversed, 4 of Swords. I feel like they are getting to the point to where they're at peace with it, but they are still looking at this negatively. Okay, Sydney, thanks for that super chat. They've distanced themselves from this emotionally. I think this person could be an air sign you're dealing with, but with this King of Swords energy right here, I really don't think this person is allowing their emotions to make decisions for them. But they do still look at this negatively, if that makes any sense. I see this balance of cold, closed off, negative. I don't really know any other words to put behind that, you know? And I think it's not that you are ignoring truth. Well, some of you could be ignoring the truth to try to pardon this person here. But I think a lot of you right now are just trying to ignore this situation altogether and trying to sweep it under the rug and just go about your life like it never happened and just trying to forget about it, in which I don't think is a very healthy way to deal with that. With the Taurus, Empress, King of Pentacles, both reversed. This could have been a third-party situation here. But I feel like a lot of you are trying to distract yourselves by maybe going out. Some of you are going out and partying and having fun so that you won't have to think about this. Some of you are trying to surround yourself with as many people as possible because you just really don't want to think about this and don't want to process through this, okay? Judgment reversed. And there's nothing wrong with that, I mean, to an extent. Eventually, you are going to have to dig this back up and process through it, okay? Do what you got to do now until you get your head on straight. And eventually, you're going to have to dig the past up and process through it and sit with it. Okay? And say, okay, I understand why that had to happen. It makes sense. Okay? It's very important. That's the key element to healing. Okay? Let's get a few advice cards. 3 advice cards. Okay, monitor your thoughts and your emotions. Pay attention, pay very close attention to what's going on in here. Universe responds to your energy, okay? You can act however you want. You can make other people think whatever you want, but the universe responds to what's really going on in here, okay? Take two magnets, okay? The opposite ends of the magnet attract. You can't take a magnet and take a marker and turn the negative end into a little plus sign and trick it into attracting the other side of the magnet. It doesn't work that way. Energy cannot be faked. It's very important for you to take responsibility for what's really going on inside you, because that's what the universe responds to. Okay? It's time for you to get your strength back, though. Okay? Get your strength back. And once you get your strength back, it's going to be very important that you process through this past situation. Okay? Don't bury it like a cat turd and try to run from it. That don't work. That's how we give birth to demons. Okay? Burying negative energy and trying to run away from it does not, it didn't go anywhere. Just because it's out of your conscious awareness doesn't mean that you're over it. Okay? Anyway, Gemini. We got any Geminis in here? Gingeroos. 514 of you showed up. Not a bad group. Not a bad little group. Is there a Gemini in that group of people? At least one, man. There you all are. Gemini rising works. Three more shuffles. Three more. Okay, Three of Cups here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a third party situation. Doesn't have to be, though. I don't always jump straight to that. Even if it was, though, we got what's third party situation? That doesn't only mean infidelity. Okay, it could have been your mama sticking her nose in the business where it doesn't belong. Your daddy, your neighbor, somebody, some third party wedging their nose in between the two of you and causing a problem. Okay, it could be an Aries, a Sagittarius. I also have Pisces here. But this is something that, this feels past for some of you. Something that in the past came to a sudden, abrupt, and unexpected halt. Others of you are anticipating this to come. Like if this is a situation that you're in separation from, you didn't expect this to come to an end. It just randomly exploded and came to an end. Others of you are anticipating this coming to an end, okay? But I think you're kind of at peace with it. A lot of you have just gotten to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm just going to hang back and let whatever's going to happen, happen. You know? And you're aware. You're aware that... but I think that you finally are in control of yourself. Okay, David, thanks for that super chat. It's no secret how you feel. Okay? Not really. And when it comes to how you feel, I think for the most part, you're pretty emotionally distant. A lot of people, I'm getting this Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. A lot of people are finally emotionally detaching themselves from these situations right here. So it's no secret if you may have spent some time pretending you were okay with it, but you're not pretending anymore. You really are okay with it. And you know, there's a distance here. The person you're dealing with has commitment problems anyway. And I think this is the type of person who's probably like just out dating around. You know that energy, like, okay, well, who's going to be my person? Okay, I'm void of love in here, and I have no clue how to make it happen. So I need to find it in another person. Who's it going to be? I'm just going to bounce from person to 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 person. You know, Jamie, thanks for that super chat. Until I find it. And I can't find it anywhere. So this person has commitment problems, I think. They miss you, though. They miss you, though, and I think they're... Like those of you in separation from this person right here, I think they're waiting to hear from you, waiting for you to come back around, say what's up. I don't really see it happening for most of you. They miss you though. Let's get a few advice cards. Ooh, the Emperor. Okay, we are already doing that. Okay, only control what you have control of. Okay, a good Emperor doesn't just try to force control everything. Okay. A good emperor, a good authority figure, a good person who's actually in control of their life only controls what they have control of. And what's out of your control, just take your hands off of it. Quit trying to control it, you know? Okay, time for you to get your strength back too. Wow, okay. So in these negative situations, a lot of times we have absolutely no idea why this could be happening, you know? And I really feel like most of you are okay with it anyway, but I think one of the biggest lessons you are going to learn, once this is nothing but a fart in the wind and it's so far behind you that you gotta think to really remember the details, if you look back and you connect the dots, you're gonna realize this situation taught me how to be stronger than I ever imagined being. And if that's all it did for you, okay, you've learned your lesson. Lesson complete. All you gotta really learn is one thing. You know, sometimes there's multiple different lessons, but even if that's the only thing this taught you, okay, lesson complete, on to the next one. All right. Cancer. Cancerians. Do we have any Cancerians in here? Cancer, Cancer, blam, blam, blancer. Ooh, Temperance in the reverse. Saggy. Some of y'all dealing with a Saggy. Not everybody though. I don't know, there's a lot of imbalance here though. Some of you are very impatient. Some of you are waiting to hear from somebody, or just getting very impatient with your situation, regardless of what the status is, you know, whether you're actually currently involved or in separation. You're very impatient, awaiting on either things to get better, or just there's a lot of imbalance here, you know. Killian, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. 6 shuffle. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Thank you for that super chat, Aja. Is that how you say that? Aha? I don't know how to pronounce the J. Don't know what that J is supposed to sound like, but no matter how you pronounce your name, thank you so much for that super chat. Cancer. Okay, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Okay, I think a lot of you, this is somebody that you are currently involved with. Could be an Aquarius. I have Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, so I think a lot of you are really, really imbalanced and impatient because you're waiting for this situation to become more healthy, if that makes any sense. Elizabeth, thanks for that super chat. There's this walking on eggshells type of energy between the two of you though, okay? I think the person you're dealing with feels like they're walking on eggshells. So this person could think that you are just way too sensitive. I gotta watch every little thing that I say and do, you know? Angelique, thanks for that super chat. And that right there, what that does is that manifests this energy that now, because I have to constantly watch every little thing that I say and do, now I don't feel comfortable being me. And if I don't feel comfortable being me, then that means eventually I'm gonna start lying to you. I'm gonna start withholding information. After a while, that becomes incredibly draining, you know? So, I think there's very poor communication between the two of you, if any at all. But this person keeps most of what they think and how they feel to themselves, okay? 4 Swords, the Moon card, because there's this walking on eggshells energy here. Now, are they perceiving that correctly? I don't know, okay? That could be just their perception. They just feel that way. Maybe they're just really insecure. I don't know. But yeah, I think that most of you, this is a situation you are currently involved in. Actually, it doesn't really matter. The way it feels, whether you're in separation or currently involved, the energy still kind of feels the same either way. So just take it however it resonates. But I don't really think you want to fight this battle. I think you are awaiting, hang on, things to get better. Okay, balance to be restored. This toxic energy to just kind of flush away. We just went through, and I think we're still, I gotta check everything. I'm not really 100% sure exactly, but we just went through this massive dump of retrogrades. You know, Matt, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. This massive dump of retrogrades that has knocked a lot of people really off balance, and it happens. It happens, just be patient though. Every single time that happens, you're being realigned. Knobs and levers inside of you are being turned and whatnot. It's a good thing, okay? Let's get 3 advice cards for you here. Ooh, the 2 of Cups. Okay, let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if this is a person you are currently involved in, don't run away and separate, okay? Page of Wands, 10 of Swords. Quit fighting the battle. Throw in the white towel, okay? At the end of the day, we have to pay attention to our inner guidance system and say, okay, am I working for something or am I fighting a losing battle? Am I working for something or am I fighting a losing battle? At what point in here do I draw the line and say, I'm fighting a losing battle? You know what? Whoever I'm fighting against, whatever forces, the forces that be, okay, I'm done fighting. You can have this battle, you know? And a lot of times you'll realize that as soon as you throw in the white towel, you won. You won. Oh yeah. Leo. Do we have any Leos in here? Any Leos? Thanks for the positive feedback. Appreciate y'all. Leo. 717 of you so far. Good group, not bad. Leo. The Hermit, some of y'all could be dealing with a Virgo. Okay. What's the word? I mean, it's a short little group of words. I don't want to stretch it out and make it real long, you know what I mean? But just the positive aspect of being alone. And not just I'm not saying you're going and being alone, you know. What I'm saying though is that when you do have alone time, rather than wallow around in your misery and curse the universe for how lonely you are, I feel like you're actually extracting wisdom and knowledge from your alone time, which is good. That's good. That's very important that you're able to do that. Very important. Okay? Loving your alone time is one of the key ingredients of manifesting your person anyway. I explain the science of that to my personal clients every day. Every day. Boom! King of Pentacles. Yeah. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. All right, so I do feel like you are looking back and missing this person, but even though you do look back and you do miss this, you're thinking about the good old days, I think you are ready to move on and not take this so seriously. I think most of you, even if you are currently involved with somebody new, that alone time, that emotional independence is what you all are finding, and you have no idea how powerful this is. This right here is the goal. This is the goal. Everything else that comes after this is abundance. This right here is the energy that allows you to manifest abundance, okay? Boom, dude. Beautiful. Just maintain it. Don't backslide, okay? Don't backslide. Person you're dealing with, I think they've made up their mind that the best thing for the both of you would be to not come together, okay? Probably not come back together. And it's a final decision right there. I think you two mirror each other here, okay? King and Queen of Pentacles, but you're a little bit too mirroring, okay? You don't mesh together like a gears that actually turn the system. You just mirror each other. You don't want gears to mirror each other. Nothing can turn that way, you know? So at the end of the day, I feel like you're still a little bit pissed off. So if you get to thinking about it too hard for too long, I think that, yeah, you get a little bit pissed off. But for the most part, you're really, really learning how to be at peace with this situation. That's good. That's good. You know, if you learn how to do that and you actually spend the time processing the past that way, it's less likely of a chance you're going to repeat that same kind of lesson. Okay? People say, well, why do I keep experiencing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over? Because you haven't learned to process through it. You haven't learned the lesson. You haven't figured out exactly what the situation was trying to tell you about yourself, you know? And until you do that, I think a lot of you already have. And that's awesome. That's that fixed fire. That's that fixed energy, you know? You're able to focus in on yourself more than like a mutable or a cardinal sign. That doesn't mean that mutable and cardinal signs can't do it. That just means that's the advantage. That's an advantage. It's easier for a fixed sign to do that, you know, if they want to. Now, I've met some fixed signs that still refuse to do it, you know, but anywho, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles reversed in the Temperance. Okay. So I think a lot of you have any idea how once you learn the energy of money and the way the energy of money behaves, it starts this domino effect. And you start learning how the energy of everything behaves. And just this one little figuring out the energy behind the game piece that is money, and how the energy of it is in your perception. And once you figure out how to control that and you focus on your finances and your work and whatnot, once you understand how that energy operates, you understand that everything operates the same way. Okay? Do not sit around and wallow around in your own sorrow. Woe is me, poor pitiful me. Don't do it. I got news for each and every one of you. Nobody is coming to save you. Period. Okay? There is a system right now that desperately needs as many victims as possible. But unbeknownst to these victims, if you believe you're a victim, you're just going to be a victim of everything your whole life. Nobody is ever coming to save you from your victimhood. You're the only person that can save yourself. Okay? So don't wallow around and woe is me, this happened to me, poor pitiful me. Nobody's going to save you from that. Nobody can. It's impossible. Okay? Anywho, Virgo. I'm making pretty good time on this video. Virgo. Got any Virgos in here? Virgo. 1, 2. Last one. King of Pentacles. Damn, dude, 3 times in a row. All right, well, that's more Virgo type energy anyway. Okay. Oh, hold up. Hold-y-do, hold up. Okay, so you got something here that's... This is kind of confusing and complicated. D, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. You're moving on. You're moving away from something, okay? You're transitioning on from something in the past right here. But something I think is wanting to come back around, okay? I think you have a past person. Now that you're finally moving on, that's when you can have what it is that you want, right? Law of Attraction 101. I understand the science behind that, and I teach it every day, but I think a lot of you are experiencing that right now. You finally, in here, you may have moved on physically a long time ago and have been pretending you moved on, but you haven't moved on in here yet. Well, now you finally are matching up your feelings with your actions, and you finally inside let go and moved on. Now, I feel like somebody's wanting to come back around, okay? 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. But it ain't happening. It's too late. Too late. Okay, I think the person you're dealing with does feel guilty, but now that door is closed. Okay, it's closed and it's nailed shut. Could have been a third-party situation you were dealing with here. And I do feel like there is still a lot of emotion, but I think that with this King of Pentacles energy right here, you have finally figured out exactly where to place the puzzle pieces, you know? 5 of Swords reversed. It's not a battle that you want to fight. You know it's just going to perpetuate into this cycle. You know, just like a wheel spinning. You jam a stick in that wheel and stop the cycle. Okay? Now the person you're dealing with feels abandoned. And you're just like, well, tough titty, said the kitty. Oh, well, doses, right? Okie dokie. Let's get a few advice cards on the table for you. That's cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Magician in the reverse. Okay, so it's very important that you make sure that all of your elements are being cast in the same direction, okay? It's one of the reasons why we have such a difficult time manifesting, because your air, your thoughts, your ideas, your concepts, your intellect, what you're thinking about, your earth, your actions, the things that you plan, the calculations, and you know, your fire, your passion, your intensity, your stubbornness, your headstrong, you know, that, and your water, your love, your heart, your desires, your emotions are all flowing towards the same goal, okay? We have a lot of people out here that have elements just being scattered in all these different directions. I'm thinking about this all the time, but I'm really doing this, but my mind's not in what I'm doing. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I'm thinking about something else. Okay, I'm not even passionate about that thing I'm thinking about. I'm really passionate about this thing. I just don't really think I have time to get to this thing I'm passionate about, because I just don't have time for that. I got important shit to do, you know? But my emotions, I'm really, really feeling this thing. You know what I'm saying? We just got elements scattered all over the place, wondering why we can't manifest shit, okay? Keep on walking, okay? These boots are made for walking, all right? You're walking away from it, don't turn back. Don't turn back around. You got your eye on the goal, head in that direction. It's like you see like where the rainbow is hitting the edge of the horizon, okay? But that's a long ways away. You don't know exactly what path is going to get you there. Just head in that direction. Change the path if you want to. Just don't abandon the path and turn and walk away from it. That's the only way you can fail. That's the only way you can fail. You can change your strategy. You can change the path. Just don't abandon the path, okay? Keep heading in that direction. Head towards the end of that rainbow. Who is it? Virgo? Libra. We got any librarians in here? 800 of you. Cool, right on. Gotta be at least one Libra. Libra, Libra. The sun in the reverse. Oh man, that's no good. 3 shuffles. A lot of you ain't happy right now, are you? Not really. Not really. Ba-boom! King of Swords reversed. Uh-oh. Oh, bit of an attitude problem here. And here comes your flippy floppy. Those of you new to my channel, ooh, Queen of Swords reversed too. Y'all both pissed off at each other. Okay? Here's all right, those of you new to my channel, one of the little sayings that I used to have all the time for Libra back in the day was flippy floppy, you know, because y'all are the scales, right? So it's like floop, bloop, 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 bloop. Can't get the scale balanced. You try to put a little bit of weight on this side, it goes, you try to put a little weight on this side, you know? So 5 of Cups reverse, 3 of Swords, okay? I don't think you can decide whether or not you're healing from this or whether or not it still hurts. It's like, well, if I think about it on this side of my scale, I'm getting over this. I'm doing good. I'm healing. Hell yeah. But then the minute my focus shifts over to this side of the scale, now I'm heartbroken and I'm pissed off and I'm hurt, you know? So I see a lot of flippy floppy action going through for you here, okay? The person you're dealing with feels the same way about you though, okay? They don't want you to know that, they don't want to reveal any vulnerability. I kind of feel like this person is the type that, they want to, I'm the king of wands, I'm king of shit. You know, this could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Doesn't have to be though, but I think this person's very emotionally immature. Okay, King of Wands, Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, that's emotional immaturity. Well, they got the Page of Wands here too. The most immature of all of the characters in the tarot is the Page of Wands. So, yeah, I think this person is that just feels very adolescent. That very adolescent, oh, I don't want you to know how I feel, because if you know how I feel, that makes me weak. You know, that type of energy. But either way, yeah, I don't really think, even though, again, there's one day, you're good, you're getting over it. The next day, you want to rebuild the tower, you know? Saint Kid, thanks for that super chat. Saint Kind, thank you for the positive feedback and the super chat. But either way, it ain't happening. Gondola, okay? It's not really, there's no potential here, okay? And I'm not really, it could have been a third party situation here. Okay, it doesn't have to be though, but either way, whether it's a third-party situation or not, sword stuck in my heart hurts like a mug, right? It still hurts. Still hurts. Still a lot of pain as a result of this situation. And if a connection with a person at the end of the day, from a human perspective, brings you pain, what the hell are you doing? Okay? If you look back and the vast majority of the energy that this has served you has been negative energy, get the hell away. Get the hell away and allow yourself to heal. Let's get 3 advice cards. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thanks for that super chat. Kisses, whatever. I couldn't read your username, but I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, don't let nobody get one over on you, okay? Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Don't let anybody mistake your kindness for weakness. Now, here's the slippery slope I walk down giving this advice. I am not advocating conflict, okay? Here's the balance. Can you balance on this tightrope? Do not go out of your way to look for conflict, okay? Avoid conflict at all costs. But if somebody insists that you go there, don't tuck tail and run. Don't tuck tail and run. I'll do whatever I can to avoid drama. But God damn it, if you want some drama, boy, I can pop off like you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you want to go there? Let's go. Let's go then, if that's where you want to go with it. You know what I mean? So, I think a lot of you, but still, remember, balance, Libra, balance them damn scales, dude. Check it out. 6 of Pentacles. Make sure there is equal give and take. Universally. Okay, universally. So, but between you and this individual, you need to understand this was a karmic cycle that is now complete. The cycle is now complete. The best thing you can do is release and let it go. Forgive them for what they've done. Forgive yourself for what you've done. Release and let it go. You have to let it go. Hanging on to it is not going to do you any favors. It is not going to fix anything. It's not going to make anything better. You have to let it go. Okay? Scorpio. How you doing? Scorpio, how you doing? Boom, the Fool in the reverse. Okay, that's very open-ended and ambiguous. I'm just going to see how this plays out. I don't know what to say about it just yet. Okay, I could slice that pie into about 10 different pieces right now. I don't know. Let's get 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, 2 more shuffles. 2 more. Devil reverse. Some of y'all dealing with a Capricorn. You're coming to your senses about this situation, though, aren't you? And the more you start coming to your senses, the more pissed off and angry you get. Okay, the person you're dealing with, they want things to work out between the two of you. They don't want no tension. But this, okay, damn it, I knew it was going to come up eventually. 9 of Cups reverse. This is emotional codependence is the glue that brought the two of you together. It could be a Libra that you're dealing with. I have Libra and Capricorn. It could be an Aries too. The Fool is an Aries energy. But anyway, I feel like the person you're dealing with, there could be very poor communication between the two of you. They want this to work out. They don't want any hard feelings, and you don't either. But here's the thing. When emotional codependence is what brings us together, which let's just break that down and give an umbrella statement, okay? Emotional codependence means I have an empty void. I have this empty void in my heart, right? Why? Nobody questions that. But I need a person to fill that empty void. Okay? It's an internal problem. Internal problem. It's an internal problem, and I'm looking for an external solution. Okay? That causes all kinds of problems. Okay? I teach this all day, every day. Okay, but I don't really have time to go into that right now. All I have to say is that is very failed. That is a very faulty foundation. Okay? I don't give a damn what kind of connection you're dealing with. I don't care if it's romantic. I don't care if it's just like we're best friends. I don't care what it is. If it is emotional codependence, if I depend on a connection with a person to be my source of happiness, I'm fucked. Big old fat line in the sand right there. Big old fat line. Either way though, I don't really see this situation as moving. I do think that there is growth. There is evolution capable here. But right now, I just feel like communication is so bad that it's hard to say whether or not you're going to see any changes happening right away. Okay? Any changes, any developments that are going on in this particular situation are going to be kind of slow and drawn out, I think. Okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Lots of things evolve very slowly. Okay? Lots of things evolve very slowly. Definitely looks to me though like, I mean, as painful of a process as it is, I think it is being worked on for the better. Okay? I do think that things are, coming into perspective for the better. And a lot of times that is a painful process. I ain't gonna lie, it's not fun, but you know what I mean? Anywho, let's go ahead and get a few advice cards for you here. Advice. Okay. How do I get more in tune with my intuition? Well, I got to get the ego to shut the fuck up. How am I going to do that? Okay. Well, we have to understand what the ego is good at, okay, and what it's not good at. Okay, the ego is good at collecting facts and data, and it thinks it's good at trying to predict the future, but it's not. It thinks it's good at creating the future, but it's not. It's very horrible at doing that. It can collect facts and data, though, and it can learn from the past. That's all the ego is a record of the past. That's it, okay? So, you have to understand that the ego feels safe when it thinks it's in control. When it feels like it has a sense of foresight, and when it feels like it's controlling the show, the ego feels safe. When the ego has no idea what's going on, the ego gets scared. Okay, so how do we get the ego to stop being scared? What did we just say the ego's good at? Collecting facts and data. We have to deal with this nervousness and this fear for a while, long enough to prove to the ego that that weird little voice that just chimes in out of nowhere knows what the hell it's talking about. That is your oversoul, your higher self. Okay? We have to prove to the ego that that little voice knows what it's talking about. So we have to let the ego be scared for a while. And after a while, the ego collects facts and data and draws conclusions. And after a while, that ego is going to say, you know what? That weird little voice that just says weird shit that makes no sense knows what it's talking about. Every time we listen to that weird little voice, it works out somehow. I think I'm going to take a step back and not be so anxious and nervous all the time. Because you know what? That little voice just proves itself right every single time. Okay? Sagittarius. We are now up to 862 people watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Is there a Sagittarius in that group of people? I cannot imagine what 862 people would look like if I was on stage and y'all were in an audience. That might be a little bit intimidating, I ain't gonna lie. But when I just get to sit in my office and talk to my iPhone, it's not that bad. It's not that nerve-wracking. So, anyway, Sagittarius, how you doing? How you doing, Saggy? How you doing, Saggy Wadgy? Oh, he's already saying stupid stuff. I'm not gonna watch this reading. He's gonna act like an idiot. 1, 2, 3 more shuffles for Sagittarius. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, guess what your overall energy is? I love it when the tarot does this. This is the Sagittarius card. This is your overall energy. You are returning to balance. okay? Some of y'all could have been knocked off balance very badly. I personally know more than one Sagittarius right now who has in the past been knocked very off balance several times. And that's good, because guess what happens? Every single time you get knocked off balance, you learn how to consciously regain balance. See, balance happens unconsciously by itself, okay, it's a law of physics. But when you get knocked off balance over and over and over again, and over and over and over again, and you learn how to consciously and energetically create that balance, that's when you are expanding. That's when you are becoming more evolved, okay? So, good. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Okay. So, okay, there's some past energy in here. Okay, some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius. There's some past energy though. Some stuff wanting to come back around. 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords, both reversed. These are the coming back around cards here. The person you're dealing with is still very burdened by this. But the thing is, with this star energy, they understand. Like, it's one thing to be burdened by something that you just can't quite figure out, that you can't put your finger on, you know, and you want to try to figure it out, and you want to try to work it out. It's a whole totally different thing to carry the burden of something that you understand, aside from your emotional bias and preference, why it had to happen and the nature of the situation, and then have that go against your own beliefs. That is your consciousness busting down the walls of your little belief box to try to, bam, really expand your mind. So those of you, whoever that is right here, good job. Don't fight the process, okay? You're getting over this though, okay? You're releasing and letting go of this, okay? Releasing and letting go. I think there is a lot of emotion between you and this person here, but this person is very indecisive. There's potential between the two of you, but this person has no idea. Some of you, I don't even think are actually going to receive communication here, because this person doesn't even know how to communicate with you, okay? 2 of Swords. They have no idea how to communicate with you, but rest assured, they do carry this burden here, okay? I really think you're doing the best that you can right now to just not think about this. You all don't work together as a very good team. I think that some of you are actually starting something new. You're either coming together with somebody new, or if you're already involved with somebody new, that's where your focus is. And this past stuff right here, I feel like you're kind of ignoring and releasing and letting go of that, okay? Because you want teamwork, right? I don't really think this past person is a very good team player. Not really. Okay? Team means we work together to achieve a goal. If we can't work together to achieve a goal, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Let's get a few advice cards for you. Advice. Ooh, there's that teamwork card. Just flip that again and show his face. We'll see if it comes back out. Ooh, the World in the reverse. Okay, so a lot of times there will be a very, very strong sense of unfinished business, okay? So a lot of times trying to get back in and finish unfinished business while there are all these emotional hooks, that's not very healthy, okay? Pay attention to your inner guidance system and feel the energy cord that binds you and this person, okay? Over time, it's like a piece of cheese. Jennifer, thanks for that super chat. Thanks for the positive feedback too, thank you. It's like a piece of cheese, you know, whenever you get like the provolone mozzarella on a piece of pizza, and then you pull it out like this, and the cheese just strings out. Okay, well that's the picture that I have in my mind when it comes to the energetic cord that binds you and a person. Over time, it stretches out and gets so fucking thin that it's not really much energy binding you. Once it gets really, really thin, and that's when you go back and finish unfinished business. Because not enough energy can really pass through there to like detour you. Like if you want to finish up unfinished business and complete the cycle, there's not really all this energy that can latch onto and pull you back on the wheel. You know what I mean? So if you are still feeling unfinished business right now, that's fine. Just leave it be. Pay attention to your inner guidance system as to when is an appropriate time to go back and finish things. Okay? Ace of Wands, baby. Hell yeah, man. It's time for you to start something new, okay? I mean, this right here, this is all the way Saggy anyway. I don't really think you all need this advice right here, but just in case you're questioning yourself, like, am I doing the right thing? Yes, you are, okay? Follow your passion. Follow that fire. Yeah! I love it. I love it. I love that energy. Follow that fire. Whatever lights that fire in you, follow that. Don't follow money, okay? Don't follow anything but whatever lights that fire. You know when that fire gets lit in here. I have 3 planets in Sagittarius though, so that's what I always do. You know, I always follow whatever sparks that little fire inside of you. Follow that, and the money and everything else will follow you if you follow your fire. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. Ooh, my cards. Hang on, y'all. Do I have a lighter? Yes, I do. All right, I'm gonna sage my cards real quick, y'all. My cards are getting like really, sorry, Cappies, to keep you waiting, but I've been noticing that my cards need a cleansing. Getting a little difficult to shuffle. So I'm gonna neutralize the air real quick. I'm gonna put some sage in the air, and I am going to run a tone through the air to neutralize the vibration, okay? Give me just a second. Alrighty, all right. I try the best I can to do that off camera, but sometimes the vibrations just get so thick and messy in the air, you know? Let's see. Patty, thank you so much for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you for that positive feedback as well. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. Let's see what we got. Some weekend messages for Capricorn. There it is, Page of Wands reversed. Some of y'all could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Doesn't have to be though, but I do feel like there is some silent stalking going on, okay? Now, come on now, it's 2020, we all have social media. Who doesn't peep people's profile without talking to them? I think we all can kind of say that we do it from time to time, right? But I really think that's pretty heavy between you and this person, right? That's pretty heavy. But really, I feel the avoidance of drama here is what I'm really feeling. Okay, some drama wanting to be avoided. You could be dealing with somebody who's very immature. And I don't know, I just feel a really strong sense of drama wanting to be avoided. I just spilled tea on my area here. So, let's get 3 shuffles here. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. You can't quit thinking about what a waste of time this was, can you? The person you are dealing with is a fucking prick. Pardon my French, but King of Swords and King of Cups right next to each other? Really? Bad attitude and emotionally immature, right? Tisk, 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 tisk. Well, at the end of the day, I always look, whenever I have a connection with a person like this, at the end of the day, after I purge out all my negative energy, you know what I do? I sit back and I think, okay, well, how did I attract this person into my life? Pisses a lot of people off. I don't give a damn. That's empowering. That's empowering. What about me vibrates like that? And as long as you ask, you will receive the answer. And no, it's probably not going to be a very comfortable answer, but it's very empowering. Very empowering. Either way, I still see that you're kind of clung to this. You've thrown in the white towel, done dollar, not fighting this battle anymore, but you're still clung to it. You still can't let this go. You still can't let this go. I see you starting something new here, but this is what concerns me, okay? The person that you're dealing with here, I mean, I do see some reconciliation energy happening here, but I don't really, with this Five of Pentacles, I don't really see that happening. I think the person you're dealing with, it didn't end the way they wanted it to. Not really. Not quite the way they wanted it to, right? Not really. So, I see the desire. I see you all actually going off and starting something new here, okay? I do see you all off to a new start. You're on a new path. But what concerns me is this and this, okay? If you cling to your past failures, okay, first of all, they're not failures unless you choose to perceive it as a failure. You have the ability to choose to perceive. You're the one that assigns a meaning to everything that happens in life, period. End of discussion. No exceptions. You assign the meaning to everything that you experience. And if you choose to assign something the meaning, if that's a failure, then it was a failure, okay? Thanks for that super chat. Callista, thank you. But if you choose to perceive this as an opportunity for me to grow, you're unstoppable, okay? But I think that that's what I see happening on the new path that you're on right now, okay? The new path that you're on right now, you're still clinging to the things that you wasted your time on, but you didn't waste any time at all. That's the thing. You need to understand that, okay? I can't understand that for you. I can just explain it to you, okay? But I still see you focusing on too many things from the past you wasted your time on. And that could create another very negative cycle in the future, okay? So let's go ahead and get a few advice cards for you here. A few advice cards. Ooh, that one's yelling at me. The Four of Wands. Look, don't try to bust down doors that are closed, okay? If the universe slams a door in your face, cool. Back away. Go find a door that is open. Y'all are some super, super cool people, but one habit that y'all Capricorns have, Susie, thanks for that super chat. Y'all like to get really pushy and persistent when something doesn't go your way. You like to push and push and push and push and push and push until you bust your way through that door. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's how you keep recreating all these negative situations here, okay? Walk away and go find a door that's open, okay? Weigh out your options right now. Okay, you got a lot of options to weigh out, and put yourself as your number one priority. Put yourself as your number one priority. That does not make you a bad person. Fucking people over makes you a bad person. Not putting yourself as your number one priority. You put yourself, your vibrational, your emotional, and your spiritual health first. That does not make you a bad person. Charlie, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. All right, Aquarius. 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 We're up to 906 people watching. Sweet. Are there any Aquarians in that group? Any at all? 3 more shuffles for Aquarius. 1, 2, and 3. Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, so you're finally getting over this. Sweet. 7 of Swords reversed, 10 of Cups. Okay. So some of you have already started something new. You're off to something new. Some of you are already in a relationship, okay? But others of you are starting into something brand new. But there was this energy clinging to you in the past, wasn't there? And you're finally in here healing from it. Okay? You all are masters at hiding pain, okay? There's a time and a place for that, okay? Kristen, thanks for that super chat. There's a time and a place for hiding your pain. A time and a place for that, okay? And I got news for you. I was just telling somebody this earlier, one of the other signs, I forget who, but it doesn't really matter what others think. It doesn't really matter. The universe responds to what's really going on in here, because this is where the universe is. The universe is not out here. The universe is an inner dimension that life emerges out of. Trees pop out of fucking seeds, for Pete's shit's sakes, okay? The universe is an inner dimension that consciousness emerges out of. So what's going on in here is very important, way more important than anything that you fool other people into believing, okay? And y'all are masters at deception if you really want to. Oh yes, you can deceive somebody into thinking that you feel a certain way or you don't feel a certain way. You're very good at covering up how you feel. That's not going to get you, that'll only get you so far, okay? That's good for manifesting the vehicle and getting you on the path, but it's not good if you think that the way everybody perceives you is the end all be all, because it's not. The universe responds to what's really happening in here, okay? I'm an Aquarius too, by the way, for those of you who don't know. But you're finally in here healing up from it. I think it took you all a long time to heal up from this, but it's finally happening here, okay? 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups. All right, y'all could be dealing with an air sign or a fire sign. The person you're dealing with, it's hard to say. I think this is the new person. I think this feels more like new energy here. It could be a Libra that you're dealing with. I don't know. I feel a couple of energies here over on this side here. Michelle, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you for the positive feedback too. That's awesome. But I'm seeing 2 different energies right here, okay? In the past, whatever past person you're dealing with, I think they have finally made the final decision to heal from this as well. But check it out, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, okay? You're dealing with a person, I think this person, whoever you are dealing with that's new, they got their poop in a group. Could be a fire sign or another air sign. But I still kind of feel this person up in their head a little bit, wondering whether or not they've made the right decision. I think maybe they feel that energy that's inside of you that you've been working on for so long, okay? Open up and be a little bit transparent, Aquarius. Just a little bit more than you normally are, okay? A little bit more than you normally are. I got news for you. I promise you. I can speak from experience. It's not really that bad. When you open up and express how you truly feel, we're so scared, okay? Because Aquarians have this huge fucking heart, right? Huge, I mean ginormous, right? Ginormous. And we're so fucking afraid of it getting hurt. So you got this big, I promise you, open it up with nothing but trust and love, and it's not that bad. It's not gonna get hurt like that again. Most of the times that it got hurt like that were in the past were lessons to teach you something, okay? It's okay. It's okay. Susan, thanks for that super chat. All right, let's get a few advice cards for you on the table here. And then we're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces people are my troopers, man. Y'all sit and listen to my babbling for over an hour now. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. 1, whoops, oh, 2, and 3. 3 advice cards for Aquarius. Okay, all right, get your priorities in order, okay? The only thing that you need to be focused on right now, those of you who are involved with something new, put your focus on that, okay? Those of you who are not involved with something new, you need to open yourself up to allowing something new in, okay? This is all new energy here. New energy, new. New doors opening, new opportunities coming into you, making new connections with new people, okay? Let go and heal up from that past. But more importantly than anything, be at peace with your past. Be at peace with it, okay? Peace is your choice. You have no choice what happened in the past. That happened. How you choose to respond and perceive it and feel about it, that's your choice. Okay, and if you're not at peace with your past, that's your problem. Okay? You're the only person that can fix that. And it's very important that you work very, very diligently until you are at peace with your past. And it is possible. Not easy, but it is possible, okay? Daisy, thank you so much for that super chat and that positive feedback. Appreciate it. Now, Pisces. Pisces. 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 7 of Swords reversed. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, 3 of Cups. Could have been a third-party situation. I also have Aries, Leo, and Virgo here, okay? But I think somebody feels guilty for the way shit went down in the past here. 7 of Swords reversed, okay? I think you're releasing and letting go of this, okay? Could be an Aquarius, but at the end of the day, you can't really put your finger on exactly what went wrong here. Okay, looking back in the past, I don't even think you even remember exactly what went wrong. So you're finally releasing and letting go of this. Okay, somebody here does want to reconcile though and come out of conflict. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, both reversed. I don't really know if that's going to happen though, because I feel like at the end of the day, this was divine intervention. This was one of those types of cycles that okay, so you know how there's semantics for everything in the spiritual community, that it can kind of be a bit of a semantics police, right? But there's only so much you can do with human language. But I call this a bump contract. Okay, I don't really hear very many other people talking about these kind of contracts. Long story short, you set up a plan before you incarnate from A to B, okay? It's really difficult to get off the path. You can wander away from the plan up and down, but as long as you get from A to B, this is the plan. So if you start to wander too far off path, you have systems put in place to bump you back on path. This was one of them, okay? This was one of them. And I feel like this person's energy was intended to stick to you for quite some time. Now, this is another type of connection I never hear people talk about, okay? There are connections that are meant for you to come together and then separate, and this person's energy was meant to stick to you like glue. Stick to you, okay? Because it's pulling you down a path that you would not otherwise find, let alone keep walking down if left to your own devices, okay? Think about that. I bet I just blew a bunch of your minds right now. You never even thought about that, did you? Woo! Anyway, though, I don't really see this going anywhere. I don't see this starting back up. I do see the desire to put an end to the conflict right here, but you're releasing and letting go of it. I think a lot of you are embracing, probably hanging out with friends and doing the best you can to have a good time and party and or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To just kind of like get over it and do the best you can to allow the healing process to begin, which is good, which is good. Let's get some advice cards here, okay? April, thanks for that super chat. Man, y'all done showed out on the super chats today. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. 10 of Cups. All right. So, it's very important that you get all of your cups in a row. 1 cup at a time. 1 cup at a time. So, before you get your 10th cup, what do you have to have? You have to have 9 cups. 1 cup at a time. It's very important that you understand that as within, so without. If you want that 10th cup, you must first get 9. 9 of Cups is emotional independence. Okay? If you want to manifest your person in your outside world, you must become your person on your inside world. Okay? Anything you want to experience in life, you have to match the frequency first. How do you match the frequency of a successful relationship? You have to have one on your inside world. You know what it feels like? Not giving 2 shits about a relationship. That's what it feels like. And weirdly enough, when you least expect it, that's when your person shows up. When you least expect it and when it's the last thing on your mind. That's the way it happens. Promise you. You ever met a successful couple? I mean a successful couple. I'm not talking about a toxic couple that's been together for 10 years, cheating on each other. I'm talking about, you ever met a couple that's really successful? Like, damn, I want what you have. Ask them. Ask them. It'll blow your mind. I love it. It's always something to the effect of, never would have imagined meeting a person at that place I was at. Wasn't even looking for a relationship. My all-time favorite, though, is they're not even my type. That's my all-time favorite. How many of you have ever met a really successful couple and they say something like, they're not even my type? Well, duh, obviously your type is not what you need, or you would have been with them a long time ago, wouldn't you? Okay? The minute you stop looking for love, you stop telling the universe to hide it from you. Stop looking for it. That's not the goal. The 10th cup is an abundance cup, okay? It's an abundance cup. Your number one goal is all 9 cups, and then guess what? I think a lot of you are going to manifest true love when you least expect it. When you least expect it, man, they're going to show up and change everything. It's going to rock your world, boy. I'm going to tell you what. Anywho, Andrea, thanks for that super chat. I feel like the messages all my signs needed to hear have come through, man. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along and showed love with the likes and the comments and the super chats. Y'all done went crazy, went ham on the super chats today. I greatly appreciate that. Again, turn to the description of the video if you would like information on scheduling personal readings. And yes, I am back to scheduling now. Back to the schedule. No more same day only readings. I'm back to the schedule, okay? I miss my schedule, man. I love it. I love knowing what I'm doing every day. You know, I love that. So anyway, information for that along with Facebook, Instagram, Cheetah Leah's crystal page on Instagram. It's called Cheetah Crystals. All that good stuff is in the description of the video. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Have a good one.